U-Ride is a ride-sharing company based out of Thunder Bay, and that company has expressed interest in setting up shop in North Bay, digitally speaking, that is. This after Tuesday's police board meeting, where it was revealed by North Bay Police Chief Sean Devine that ride-sharing does not fall into the purview of the taxi bylaw. I caught up with Anthony Campegato, who is spearheading the push to bring rideshare to the Gateway City. Just look at the Facebook group North Bay Needs a Rideshare, created just a few weeks ago, and it's close to 2,200 members strong. Campegato tells us the mind shift that is happening following this groundbreaking week in the push to get rideshare in North Bay.
I think the very fact that we have to use language like this is the closest we've got it to coming here, or the idea that, are we afraid something's going to block it, I think speaks a little bit to our history as a city in getting a new service like this in, which I don't think is healthy for us. So I think the fact that, City Hall, the councillors, the mayor are looking at this in a more serious way now, and all of the many voices of the people who are speaking out on its behalf really tells the story of let's bring this here and let's get it done. In terms of if things are going to stop it, I don't think so. I don't want to be pessimistic in that way. I haven't identified, I don't think anyone's really identified a reason for it not to be here. So I think that carrying forward, the Police Services Board is going to, do their consultation and do the report. That's totally their prerogative. I think that that's good due diligence. But as the mayor and as the Police Services Board announced earlier this week, there's currently no law stopping anyone from coming here. So we are open for business.
I did contact You Need a Cab with an interview request. It was declined. I left messages with Union Taxi, 50 Cab, and Calendar Taxi. However, I did not hear back from those taxi companies. Has Campegato felt any pushback from local cab companies?
Well, the only pushback I think I've, quote unquote, felt is just from some of the quotes or interviews that are being done with some members of the cab community in various, media outlets here in town. I personally believe that now is not the time as a competitor, and there's nothing wrong with competition. I think now's the time not to ask, how do we stop this from happening? But instead it's time to ask, well, how do we work with this? How do we grow? I was asked a question earlier on about the idea of how do these two companies work together? Are they not competitors? Yes, they are competitors, but they're not working together to make money together. They're working together to make our community a better place, a safer place, a more reliable place.
What are the timeframes for having U-Ride online in North Bay?
Well, that's the question right now, and that's why we're continuing to push this, is because I don't want this to fall into a limbo from which it is never heard from again. Is there a definitive timeline? No. What I would love to see happen is for this to be in operation by the summer, so that when people want to go out for drinks down at the boat, or go see something in Ferris, or come from Ferris to downtown, that they don't have to worry about how they're going to get there, how they're going to get home, and really enjoy all the things that our city has to offer.
The North Bay Police Service Board is currently planning to host a public forum concerning proposed changes to the taxi bylaw. The board has also hired a consultant to create new legislation which would regulate ride sharing as part of an updated taxi bylaw. Reporting for Cogeco News, I'm Clarke Heipel.